Hey everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion, quest mods. Gonna be finishing up the main quest for integration. So let's talk to Kara. There you are. I've got the means when it comes to taking care of Ulasza. What about you? What about a colossal black soldier? So you either need Teshekru's gem or the Archmage's gem. I completed the Mages Guild since the last video. So, Colossal Black Soldier. Ah, you've got our late Archmage with you. Let me release him so we can proceed. Good job. How to catch Ulasza. After you've delayed Ulasza's advancement in Cyrodiil, she is conquering pocket realms of the Deadlands instead, her former home, so to speak. So here it becomes interesting. You already know that you cannot kill her. Now, with her being in an Oblivion realm, it gets even worse. She connects to the realm, spreading order, converting or banishing other lesser Daedra on her path. What she leaves behind are dead realms, only filled with crystals and elemental forces. Yet there, where she's connected to the realm, which grants her invulnerability, for all intents and purposes, that is. Invulnerability? What? How? As I've said, it's her connection to the realm, yet she is no Daedric prince, only an agent of one. She is not the realm, only a disease spreading in it. It took me quite some time to find a solution. How to cut the infested flesh from the body? Kind of complicated when it comes to spirits and metaphysics. I was able to gather an old discarded Mehrunes razor, toyed with it a bit, its enchantment, and well, enough strikes you should be able to sever her link, her connection to the realm. And by that, she becomes vulnerable. Still very powerful, but vulnerable. Then we just need to find her? There is no we. You have to go. I am ill-prepared to face Lord Dagon's Deadlands again, order infested as they may be. It would be too dangerous, too tempting. You have to go. I was able to put together a spell which will bring you to whatever pocket realm she currently lingers in. Be warned, it will be a very dangerous place. Even the Deadlands usually have the host of life, but order destroys all, sooner or later. I'll teach you the spell. Use it whenever you like. Be aware, though, that it will only work when cast in Merending. Prepare yourself, and know, once cast, there is no turning back until she's dead. Oh, she gave us a spell, and a dagger. Go. You should not be here. The realm is forfeit, its spirit tainted. Order is here. I will soon embrace the waters of Oblivion. Your time grows short too. Wait, how can I defeat Ulasza? A Daedra's strength is in its spirit, its belief. Through her apparition she can be reached, but by this she can be weak. No. Can't search bodies. And yeah, there's these little little crystal things shooting elements all over. And so we meet again. Emperor Uriel Septim. Look at Tamriel's history, full of chaos, strife, wars, riots. Each golden age was like a blink of an eye compared to the darkness that followed. For each Tiber Septim, there were 10 men of Pelagius' quality, or worse, Jyggalag. And now, Tamriel sinks into darkness again. Who can help it? You? At best, you're becoming another warlord. At worst, you won't even matter. No, all this chaos, treason, destruction, madness, it has to be gone from Tamriel. Otherwise, it will never find peace. So for the fame one, you need 100 fame, which I have. For infamy, it never works, and no Daedric influence. You can't be Sheogorath, and you can't have any Daedric artifacts. So, fame, good will prevail. A single fire may illuminate a house, but outside the door, night still lingers. Now he's dead. And yeah, that's each one you succeed at, it removes like 50 health, 5 shield of some sort, frost or whatever, and like 15 reflect spell, you know, different, she has a different magical effects applied to her, and each one you succeed in, it removes like 5 different effects to make her a little bit weaker. Necromancy is a foul art, yet it stands to reason if trafficking with Daedric beings isn't an even fouler practice. For so long, Galaran's heirs ignored the danger of both. How many spirits were dragged into the abyss of going against the natural cycles, or toying with Padmeic entities? How many were lost? How many had to suffer? And what did we do to stop this poison? Not nearly enough, and much too late. Not all change, though, is for the worst. Some steps had to be taken sooner or later. So Conjuration, I think it never succeeds, or it might be 75. Lore, you need to have read like 125 books, which should be easy enough. Their influence is stopped. You have to have completed the Mages Guild questline and the main quest of the vanilla game. So lore, you know the monomyth, the blood of Padme spawned the Daedra, the mixed blood of Padme and Anu, the Aedra. What of those spirits, though, only aligned to Anu? And here's Mr. Lucien Lachance. People are quick to judge our actions. Who was it that brought the end of the Akaviri Potentis, freeing Tamriel from their scaly grip? Every advancement has victims. Where would Tamriel be without us? A quick and silent death is often preferable to a long civil war, or thinking about revenge to the end of your life. And so we walk in shadows, keeping everything running, because it has to run. There is no life without death, no death without life. Infamy has to be 100, and Sneak has to be 75. Deeds never works, so I'll just do this with Sneak. This is nonsense, worthless words of someone who has never faced true darkness, never seen the true light. So yeah, I failed that one, and I think I'm gonna fail the next one. 2, now I'm on fire. Yeah, the elements shooting around are kind of random, but you gotta sort of try to keep an eye out for them, because they can kill you if you get hit like that. I have forgotten how it feels, the absence of madness, how long it took me to find myself again, find out what I once was. Too long I was just fooling myself, yet now I am here, and I know myself. Daedra, mortals, all alike. There is only such a thin line between them. When a mortal body is destroyed, the spirit's individuality and memory is destroyed in the dream sleep. Then the spirit returns. Like a Daedric spirit that spent too much time in the waters of Oblivion, like myself before Sheogorath had mercy and turned me into what I am now, what I was for an eternity. Now I am back to my old self, can do what I always wanted to do, stop the madness that is Mundus, and spread order. And those other fools even help me in my war against Sheogorath. Just lies, I know the truth. You have to have completed the debt collector quests, like all of them, and figured out something about Tesserayiel. Fame, I don't think that does anything. Conjuration, it might be 75 or it might not work. I'll do fame. Ending madness, bringing sanity is the only good deed there is. And maybe that one never works. So with Traven, Conjuration never works, and with Tesserayiel, conjuration has to be less than 75. See, there's those fireballs and frost balls, lightning getting shot everywhere. Almost got hit. Oh, here's Martin. I wasn't always a priest. In my youth, I dabbled more deeply in daedric magic and seduction than I like. My friends died. I barely survived, only because I ran away. Today, though, a new player entered the stage, one from the darkness, though not driven by emotions, but by logic and math. We mortals share math, and math doesn't hurt us. So intelligence, it has to be 100. Knowledge, it has to be, you have to have completed a quest in Murkurup, a certain quest involving him. And deed, fate can be rewritten. That is, you have to either be Sheogorath or the Grey Fox. Math is law. Math is the only truth of something. Because with the Grey Fox and Sheogorath, you go against fate, basically. You change fate. So, Sheogorath. Oh, look who's there. I didn't expect you here. Shouldn't you be, somewhere else? This is where I should smite you. Smite you for good. You can't run around disturbing parties. Maybe you can. I once conjured a swarm of swallows into the Elder Council chamber. Now that became a party. This, though, is a celebration of order. Cheese for no one. Only, what about statistic exams? So mysticism is 75, deed is if you are Sheogorath, and destruction is 75. So mysticism, you aren't here. You may look beyond what most lesser beings see, yet continue your path, and you'll break with sanity, and your spirit will be mine. No, you can't kill Sheogorath. Oh no, he's falling in the water. Oh yeah, and the water burns you. So, use the keys. And yeah, I think this is the last one, and then you get sent over there to where Ulasza is. So, I'm gonna prepare ahead of time. Got a protection spell. Absorption spell. I think that's it. Well, recreation, sure. Refreshment, sure. So, save. Yeah, and ignore the giant floating square over there. It's a E and B issue. Oh, I do want to get this. She's a little extra hostile for some reason. There we go. You hadn't expected to see you again. I had, and here you are again, so the dance shall begin anew. I am here to no more. I've transcended my old self. All remnants of it are gone. All weakness purged, all emotions lost. Thanks to you, I was finally able to burn out my taints of Dagon. Find back what I was. In a way, I wish that Karashivuel wouldn't be so single-minded, sending you to your demise. Without her, you may have witnessed what boons order can bring to Mundus, or Oblivion. When my crusade is over, Mehrunes Dagon won't invade any other realms again, regardless of where it lies. And after Dagon is dealt with, the enslavement of souls by Monologue will end. Afterwards, Vile will have the last poor soul damned through his deals. Through order, he will make a final one. Try to understand. Jyggalag is what was missing in Mundus, in Oblivion. His absence is the reason why the history of the realms is overloaded with strife, war, despair, and chaos. This will finally change. If there's only a small issue left, you. I cannot let you go. Predictions show that you disturb me further and try to undo my work. The only tragic is that unlike our last meetings, you stand no chance. It was your choice to come through, though, and now you will need to pay the price for it. Rest in peace. You've been a fitting antagonist. Cloak. No. It's gonna let me teleport away. There we go. So you could use the dagger, but you have to hit her 50 times, and that's gonna be really hard for me. Can I pickpocket? No, I can't pickpocket. Because she can kill me in like one hit. Are you still friendly? But there's 7 boons that give her like, 50 health, 5 shield, 15 reflect damage, that sort of thing. There's 7 of them, and each one has like 5 effects. If you get all the answers right for the apparitions, you can remove 6 of them, but the 7th one is only removed if you use the dagger. And if you hit her 50 times with the dagger, it removes all 7 of them, even if you failed with all the apparitions. So, we're gonna kill her a few different ways. There's a spell that the Pajit in Skingrad sells, the Translocation Madness Wave. It's a expert mysticism spell. So just try it a few times until she dies. Cause yeah, I think she's still alive. Oh no, there it is. She's dead. Ulasza has been defeated. Her spirit is trapped in the colossal black soul gem.
Afternoon.
There's an air of mysticism.
Oh my god. So the spell basically just teleports people, enemies, NPCs around randomly. And since you're in a small tower, it can teleport her outside of the tower.
I heard
she
the
falls
same
and
thing.
dies.
I'm not sure I believe it
like
though.
that.
There's an air of
who
mysticism
would be
about
crazy
you.
enough to help the Daedra invade Tamriel?
Me.
There's an air of mysticism
enough of
about
that.
you.
So yeah, that's one way of killing her pretty easily, as long as the spell doesn't get reflected or whatever. Also, the floor here is finally fixed. I'm very happy about that. But let's reload and try something else. So this time, I'm not going to use the persuasion spell, so she's just going to attack me without talking. And since she is an Exivile, she is still weak against electricity, or lightning. So we're going to try and use lightning, probably fail. See? It's too powerful. Okay. So first off, there's this. To make it easier, you just, if you have decent acrobatics, 75 at least, you could jump up here. Helps if you cloak, that way she's not attacking you. And see what happened was she fell down into the water and slowly died. So, yeah, just attack her this way. There we go. So yeah, there's a few ways, and some of them are a little more cheesy and cheap than others. And honestly, it will probably be easier for you if you aren't using a combat mod like I am, where it causes so much damage for the weapons. And yeah, after you defeat her, you get the chain blade. So, just for fun, let's see what we're dealing with. Turned on God mode, and now God. Reflex are 45, Absorb is 25, she's resistant to everything, and she's about 50% weak to fire, frost, and electricity. And Scry Combat. Level 250, 1000 health, 500 magicka, 350 fatigue, armor rings 83. Try this one. So, if you have the Icarian Leap or you're a Daedric Seducer, you can just jump up here. Turn it on. There we go. That's fine. Everything's going wrong. Oh, that looks good. And yeah, if she gets stuck up there, just teleport away. She's just a giant target for you to shoot at. Finally. So, 254. That's her level. How does she feel? Ulasza is no more. You don't know how right you are, unfortunately. You may think today is a day to celebrate, and maybe it is for you. For me, though, it's a day to mourn. When she wasn't under Order's influence, she was like a sister to me. And now look at what she became. What lies she invoked. Yes, I already noticed how you looked at Tesserayiel. I can assure you she never had any taint of Order in her. It was me, only me. I've long overcome it. Tesserayiel knows. I just hope that Ulasza would succeed one day to sever herself from it too. After what's currently happening regarding to Jyggalag, though, I fear she's lost. At least the danger she posed is neutralized. I take the soul gem and make sure Jyggalag won't get her back, ever. You, though, go out and celebrate. You've earned it. Oh, and when you defeat her, you do get her chain blade. So, that's nice. She doesn't have a line.
Take care.
If you talk to her first, she says something like, "Go talk to Kara." What you saw was I need the soul gem with Ulasza. Why? Rowing the Tower of Merkura. What? You would do what? Therefore you'd be willing to tear her soul into pieces. And here I thought I am the monster. When her spirit's strength is used, then she won't ascend to her last heights of power for a very, very long time. Eons. And maybe it will also rid her of the Order taint. We have to try and see, don't we? Alright, take the soldier. She deserved it. Consider it a monument to her. Go. Now we got her soul, and now we just need to give it to, what's her name? Shenara.
You may speak. What do you want?
I've got the right soldier. Oh? You did? Let me see it. Alright, perfect. This will do nicely. The tower will take around 10 days to grow. Do not disrupt growth. Rannis will notify the people already in Merkura. Therefore, like the last time, come to me first. See you in a couple of days then. What's the card stats? Tower is still in development. Come back later. Oh, gotta wait again. I'll skip ahead. Alright, and we got the notification to come back about 10 days later. There we go. Yeah, 11th, 12th, 22nd.
Yes?
What's the current status? Congratulations to your own Talbani Tower. You clearly proved to be worthy of it. Enjoy. You'll find it in Mercurup Center, on the small island in its lake. I doubt you will miss it, though.
Goodbye.
I've bought a house. According to Oblivion XP. That's Strand of Life one. So, Eastern Outpost. Oh, there it is.
There's an air of mysticism
I think
about you.
this is new as well, Beyond the Veil. Don't think this was here before. Mercurup Tower. So I got a nice little bridge to it. Just walk up, and I think there's 3 entrances. Yeah, one here. Or no, maybe just that one, and 2 balconies. So, here's the big reward. Big home at the end. Little underwater area. And I think you can fill it up with like some paintings and stuff from another quest, and if you did all the stuff with Kane. So that's the entrance. I think that's a balcony. Alchemy area, sitting room with enchanting and spell making expert. I need that. Yeah, a little dining room slash trophy room. Up here. A little sitting area, dining area with more trophies. And your bed up here. Yeah, I know you can fill in some paintings and all these walls right here. Mercurup art book. Should show you how beautiful our new city is and name those that brought this city back to life. Change this world for the better, I hope. Urobe, Lost Road. Old insignia, new insignia, statue, tower, mushrooms, body. And the credits. There's me. My old name. That's my magic experience, race balancing, demon race, all the other race mods, tabaxi, playable with Jyggalag. This is my parting gift to the Elder Scrolls. Hope you've enjoyed the mod. Farewell. Oh yeah, there's still some other things to do, like the Art Guild. Still haven't done all of that yet. And other things. So this goes to the lower part of the tower. And this goes back to Miranda. And the main benefit of the tower is you can finally get Teshekru out of here. My friend, I've thought for a long time now what to do, what our future can and should look like, the way we can make our lives better, both of us. You've got your own tower in Merkuru. I want to come with you, live with you there. I won't be a burden for you, promise. Just let me move in with you there, will you? You can ask about the city and all that other stuff. Move in with me? That's my plan, if you agree. We will still see each other. At the same time, I will be at a place without Kara constantly monitoring my every step, every word I whisper. I won't be a burden. You and me, well, I'm sure it can only be better than me and Miranda. Please, give us a chance. Give me the chance. I have some questions. Ask and I will answer. These were all the questions. Are you sure? As sure as I ever was. You're important to me. To whom else should I go? Don't you want to have an own house? I've thought about this. Maybe if you had been different than you are, it would have been an alternative. Try to understand. I was alone in the soul gem for eternities. So it seemed to me. Today I know it was merely 3 decades, but inside the gem, well, eternities. I had enough loneliness for this era and the next. In Shade Perilous there was privacy, but loneliness wasn't an issue. You could always find one of the Nocturnals to talk to, or one of my sisters. Outside of Merkuru and Miranda, I won't have anyone to talk to, and I want to have you, my friend, nearby. So no, I don't want my own house. Does this tower suffice? You may have noticed the teleportation platform between here and there. Yeah, let's just say it was already used by a couple of Mirandan's residents. Not me, of course, but I've heard their descriptions of your tower. It will be a lot more than I had in Shade Perilous, not to say anything about Miranda. These were all the questions. Are you sure? Good. I've made a decision. Which? No, I'm sorry. Of course, please move in. Many thanks. Unfortunately, it's not that easy. I've gotten certain obligations here. Please check with the Stranded Light first. I don't want any trouble with them. After all, Merkuru is their city. Let's sleep for a bit. That's a random one. Okay, gotta check with Kara, the prison guard. What do you want? Tesh wants to leave Miranda. Our little darling wants to leave and move in with you. Oh dear, you're in way over your head. Or maybe you're not, and you're going to enjoy the pain. We do not keep her hostage, though. It's our responsibility to have an eye on her. She seems to be a less murderous bitch than most of other Daedra seducers, but they're also great actors, as you probably know. So where is she going to go? Better said, where does she want to go? With you, I presume? Merkuru. Ah, our new city, where we can still keep an eye on her. And of course, where she's a lot more likely to be tolerated. After all, I've heard that Valeria is pretty popular. I don't get it. I don't have to, luckily. Either way, alright. As I said, we don't keep her hostage. much. She's free to go, under one condition though. Which condition? It's Kane's fault, really. If we had chosen my idea, we would have sealed off her whole area and keep her presence secret. But no, Kane had to use her as a bartender. Even more, she was used for advertising our guild. The stranded light couriers about her you'll surely have read. Tell you what, if she agrees to still keep her place running, let's say a couple of hours on weekdays, then yes, she can go. Hey, it's not that bad. We've got a teleportation network. Connection didn't work her up after all. And this is all I'm going to say on this matter. You've chosen a dangerous path, which can easily end your existence in this realm. It's your decision. I'm all for free will. So go ahead, face your self-selected fate. So, let's give Teshekru the good news. Sheogorath threw a little party as she heard about your deed, closing the 6th Oblivion gate. I'm not surprised. Sheogorath seems to be quite upset about Mayrune's Dagon's attraction to sexual themes and creatures. No wonder the exhibitor cast is going down the drain. And now you've destroyed another realm full of sexual innuendos. Sometimes I wonder if Dagon's aggression is just denial. Innuendos? What do you mean? Oh, come on, don't say you're in denial too. Just look at the architecture, how everything looks in its little pocket planes. A tower, a big shaft, a basin at the bottom, squirting all the way up until it leaves through a fleshy dome. A long and hard route always upwards, straight like a towel. The servants on the way are either clothed or naked, and hitting you with their big clubs. Then, when you take the ball out, everything goes white. They're weird. It's not my fault that I can see what's hidden in plain sight. You're free to move in, but I've heard about it. These halls have their echo. It's acceptable, kind of. It's only a few hours. As long as I can spend the rest elsewhere, I think it's the best I can expect. Oh well, time to pack my things and move over. Not that I have many things. My friend, you've rescued me a 3rd time now. I don't like to simply call you roomie. You're a companion. While I cannot walk with you, know that in spirit I'm always at your side. So, see you in Monologue then. I've got a lot to discover. So I have the quest updates, and now you got my companion, my savior. So you get more dialogue topics, and she has more variety in what she does. How do you feel? It's kind of depressing to be in this place again, if only for a few hours, a price I have to pay though, and pay gladly to be in your home afterwards. Do you like your new home? You take yes as an answer. There are certain aspects which can be improved upon, but all in all, I really like it. And a future, what do you think? You're the reason I don't weep about my loss of Shade Perilous anymore. Do I need to say more? Daniel? What do you think about Merkle? Unfortunately, I'm not there. I like to be there, though, and thanks to you I can, and will soon. Mirandon has lost its terror to me. Your voice is like a velvet blanket for me. Anything I can do for me? Currently there's nothing on my mind, except vague fantasies and hopes. So yeah, and then it's just the same thing. Sorry, we talked about this not so long ago. So yeah, you can do one of these things every day. And there's the generic ones and the ones about, which is the girl experience strong deja vu. heartbeat or an hour ago. I told you, haven't I? And now, for today, I'm happy without wishes. So yeah, still got a lot more to do. More corrupt quests and the art guild, finishing up. Still more secrets to discover and people to help. But I've done a good thing today. So, see you next time. And I'm stuck. I can't move. I can't jump. No. What a horrible way to end the video.